Depression. What is it really like? Is it a gloomy antisocial stuck in a dark room, hidden away from society? Is it the whiny, lazy classmate who doesn't do their part in a group project? Are they just born that way and are untreatable? Actually, not really. How much do we actually know about mental conditions? Are they just stereotypes or is there some truth to them? I'm Gurmit Singh. Join me as we debunk the myths surrounding mental conditions. In this series, actually, not really. Depression is one of the more widely known mental conditions and it's often in the limelight. This has increased awareness and caused more opinions and public discussions about the condition. Let's put the dialogue into perspective by hearing from Janice, who suffered from the condition.
I work as a real estate agent, so being socially adept is part and parcel of my job. I don't embody the low mood, contrary to what some might believe. I was diagnosed with agitated depression, which means I have episodes of agitation and aggression. Something as simple as a random conversation with my mother could be enough to trigger me. When that happens, my mood changes instantly for the worse, and I start to lash out and shout at the people around me.
The depression we all are familiar with is called major depression, also known as clinical depression. This is where the person struggles with a depressive mood and loses interest in everyday things. However, depression is not a one-dimensional condition, and as with most medical conditions, can manifest itself in a variety of ways. It is more than the stereotype of a moody, listless person. People with depression may not even look depressed. Some people even call this a hidden illness. It is highly possible for an upbeat and cheerful person to be struggling on the inside with depression.
When I share that I have depression, people often tell me that they are depressed too. I always ask them, if they were to win the lottery today and get a girlfriend or a boyfriend, would they still be depressed? My episodes come and go whenever they want. I have no control over this. I could get agitated or be overwhelmed with sadness, even though I'm just having a normal conversation with my colleague about their lunch.
For major depression to be officially diagnosed, at least 5 symptoms have to be present. The first symptom that has to be present is either a depressed mood or anhedonia, which is a loss of interest or pleasure. The other 4 symptoms can be any of the following: a change in sleep patterns, appetite or weight, agitation or lethargy, feelings of worthlessness or guilt, inability to concentrate, and lastly, thoughts of death or suicide. The symptoms need to be present for at least 2 weeks.
I can't control my agitation. Most of the time, I am barely able to keep it together and would lash out even when I'm in a public space. At the start, my family kept trying to calm me down, but it would only make things worse. I couldn't give them an answer when they kept asking me why I was so agitated. Eventually, my family and I have learned that the best thing to do is to let me be. Friends often want to know the best way they can help when I am in such a state. I told them to simply ask what I need at the moment. My answer might be for them to be quiet and to allow my agitation to subside by itself. I'm not trying to be rude or antagonistic, but sometimes that really is the best thing to do.
Depression is caused by a mix of biological, personality, and situational factors. This means triggers could range from family history to major life changes to stress, trauma, hormonal imbalance, or even certain medications. Therefore, there is no standard treatment for all patients. Doctors may prescribe a combination of different treatments. The medication given is often an antidepressant, which regulates brain neurotransmitters and inhibitors. This stabilizes the patient's mood. However, it may take a few tries before the most effective medication is paired to the patient. It is sometimes combined with therapy sessions and intentional lifestyle changes to help the patient work through the way they see the world. Depression is often shrouded in mystery because they are hidden in the personality and feelings of a person and harder to spot. More empathy and active listening will help people on the road to recovery. Stereotypes do nothing but to reinforce falsehoods and drive people with these conditions further into hiding.